Today is day 14 of 30 days of how to avoid being an accidental racist. Today we're going to talk about how do you navigate relationships with people of color. Not easy, right? Your whole world might be white. For a black person, their whole world might be black, right? But you have to figure out, if you want to do this work, how you do this. How many times have you been in a person of color's home? At work, if you're in a professional setting, how many times have you extended your relationship to the people you work with that don't quite look like you? How many times have you decided to throw a baby shower for someone that doesn't look like you? These are legitimate questions. The first thing you want to do, if you decide, okay, I'm breaking out of my racism bubble, I want to be more anti-racist, I'm going out there in the world. First thing you want to do not assume commonality. Oh, we're from the same town, we went to the same high school. She's a girl, I'm a girl. We are both humans. No. Do not assume commonality. Do not assume you went to the same high school. No. The problem with commonality is that you think it makes you equal. But just because you are a white-skinned person, and here I am, for instance, me, a brown-skinned black person, I do not have the same experience of that so-called commonality in your mind. Commonality always must be discovered, negotiated, or created. Discovered, negotiated, or created. Memorize that. Many whites do not see themselves as a racial group. Here you are going into a community or a culture or to a person whose community and culture says, I'm racial. I am a black person. I'm a brown person. I'm Asian. I'm whatever. Okay? That person's reality is different from yours. You do have a race. The system is just set up to make sure you are the default and that you don't see yourself as a racialized person. So that's really important. You don't get to think about race because you don't have to. Now, as a member of the dominant group, white view their race as the norm, or the most advanced, responsible for all the advancements of Western civilization, and subconsciously, you've been taught that everything else is pretty barbaric. Undo that learning. Furthermore, you consciously or unconsciously view your experience, your day-to-day experience, as raceless because you're set up to be the default. In actuality, your experience is way, way, way far away from being raceless. When you're creating and establishing a relationship at work, play, PTA, neighborhood with a person of color, begin to see that everything is about race, okay? And you have not been taught that. Begin to see the world through the eyes of another. There's something called racial identity development. Just like a kid first sits up and then crawls and then stands and then wobbles and then walks. Development says there's stages. So we all start out, black and white people start out at conforming to the norms. Then an incident happens, like a George Floyd. Black people begin to be like, wait a minute, did something happen here? Oh my God, it's racist. White people are like, no, he must have been doing something wrong. We trust the establishment. We conform to the police. Then the next thing is that black people are like, I'm disillusioned. It keeps happening. Then black people move into anger, and then they pull away from white communities and they go find themselves in their own communities, right? And then later on they can move into identifying and creating belonging out beyond their race, right? For white people, you accept the status quo, you're dismissive of racism, you move into blaming and then reverse racism, then you feel this overwhelming shame as you become aware of what it is to be a white person. Okay, then finally you can understand, embrace white privilege, and both groups of folks move and end up at integrative awareness. Look it up. Racial identity works. The black stuff is the work of Beverly Tatum Daniels. So check that work out. But however, that thing of reaching integrative awareness, that's like reaching nirvana. So don't think you're there already, okay? It's too easy to get stuck on the way. Your action point is to learn about racial identity development and discuss with someone on the same journey with you. Your compassion point is that we're both human, but we're different. Embrace your own difference. It's okay to be different. Embrace your own. Okay? Have a lovely day. Bye.